Yo, what's going on, you guys? It is CJ Brand, and we are back once again with a brand new tech review video for you guys. Or maybe a tech rumor, I should say. Now, Canon is slated to go ahead and drop, hopefully, the Canon R6 V, which I don't even know why I even say hopefully. I'm up here capping and everything. I don't need them to drop no more cameras. I literally just bought the Canon C50 recently, and it's like, why are we dropping another camera already, right? Like, we just had the dropping of the R6 Mark III. And then the C50, but now we're gonna get a R6 V. I'm just kind of curious on why we're gonna get an R6 V when you guys could have, you know, worked on the R8, worked on the R7 Mark II, which I heard the Mark II is supposed to be coming out either this year or next year. I truthfully don't know. But let's go to talk about some specs that are rumored for the R6 Mark III. I'm sorry, the R6 V. See, I done got it all mixed up and mangled up already. But let's go and talk about some specs that we're supposedly getting for the new camera body. Bring my iPad into the frame right here, yeah. So the R6 V is supposed to be getting a 32.5 megapixel full frame sensor, which is basically something similar that we currently do have, or maybe even be the same exact sensor that is also found in the C50 and also the R6 III. So it's like, honestly, I can really say I'm pretty sure that the R6 V is going to be literally a baby C50. So you can already expect the electronic viewfinder to not be there. You can expect the button layout to be very similar to the C50 and also the R50 V, which I ain't gonna fake it to you. I'm chill with it. I ain't even mad because, see, this is the R5. This is the first edition. And this is my baby right here. But I don't even know how to put it. I mess with this body design, but honestly, the C50 looks a lot better and it feels a lot better in hand, in my personal opinion. But I do sometimes miss my EV because I caught myself one time, I was like, dang, I wish I can just bloop, do this, you know, while I'm actually trying to film something and I just couldn't do it. So, you know, it is what it is. And also on top of that, buying an EV for these type of cameras, and that ain't cheap at all. But anyway, keeping on to like the actual specs of this camera. Now, this is something that would render me to go ahead and potentially sell the R5. Potentially, which I highly doubt I would. I don't think I would ever really get rid of it. But if I were to, it's just because the R6 V is supposed to have IBIS. Now this right here will get like 7.5 stops of IBIS in the camera itself. And I ain't gonna fake it to you. Ever since I've actually started using the C50, I've actually liked not having IBIS, but then again, there are some situations where it's like, dang, I wish I did have IBIS for this, you know, this certain shot. Like I'm trying to get them real slow, buttery shots. That's when I want to use IBIS. But that's when I'll just go ahead and pick up my, you know, R5, and I'll go ahead and use that and use the IBIS in it. But I will say, like I said, having an actual cinema camera with IBIS, that would be cool. So what I normally do is I just turn on the digital IS, and that does get the job done for me. But sometimes if you are not being, you know, cautious, you can't go and get that weird ugly wobble. And also will say this one last thing about the IBIS. With me shooting on the R5 having IBIS and then switching over to the C50 with no IBIS, I can actually see the freaking wobble that people are talking about now, and it absolutely bothers me the most. So it's like I'm a 50-50 guy now. I like IBIS, but then again, I don't have to have it. But then again, it's like it would be nice to have. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, moving on to the next spec. The camera also will go ahead and shoot in 7K RAW, 7K video format as well, and also on top of that, it will have open gate, which that's pretty decent. But I will tell you this right now. Whew, if you are shooting open gate, be prepared to have enough space. Be prepared for your computer to most likely lag, depending on what kind of computer you have. I personally still have the MacBook M1 Pro, the very first edition base configuration, and I personally cannot edit anything without making proxies, right? I have to make a proxy for me to actually use OpenGate, which, you know, it's very time consuming, but it makes sense because it's an older MacBook. But I'm kind of curious to figure out if anybody else has had a C50 or anybody that shoots in OpenGate 7K, even 6K. Are you guys able to edit the footage? But what I kind of find ironic is on this camera, this right here shoots 8K. I can edit 8K footage all day, but I just can't edit the 7K from the C50, you know, without making a proxy. I don't understand that math logic at all. But anyway, keeping on to the specs, the camera, besides it doing just straight up 7K open gate, we do have that. 7K is going to be at 30 frames per second, which I would love to see that hopefully one day go ahead and swap over to like 60 frames per second, especially getting us a firmware update in the C50. Fingers crossed, but I highly doubt it. You know, it is what it is. You can go ahead and shoot up to 4K up to 120 frames per second, and then if you want to downsample it to 2K, you can get up to 180 frames per second. So if anybody wants to do super slow-mo shots, you definitely have that ability to do so. I personally will never do a slow shot that slow. I don't think. I'll say I don't think. You never know. Never say never. Now the R6 V is also going to be looking to have C-Log 2 and also C-Log 3, which that's cool. I've been using C-Log 2. This video right here is being shot in C-Log 2 as well. Comparing it to a C-Log 3, there is a little bit of difference, but I guess for me personally, I really don't need C-Log 2. So keep that also in mind as well, because these are all the things that's running through my head when I was thinking about buying a C50. I'm like, dang, I said, do I really want to use C-Log 2? I have more dynamic range, but looking at my background, would it really make a difference? No. It truthfully didn't. I ain't gonna fake it. It really didn't at all. But you know, it's nice to have. You know, I spent $4,000 on the camera. I ain't even mad. So I'm kind of curious to figure out as well what the price point is going to be on the R6 V. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to buy it, because I'm kind of... I kind of sometimes wish I would have just bought 2 R6 Mark IIIs, honestly. Just because, you know, it's the same price point almost, probably a couple $100 more, but you know, hey, you probably get the gist. But anyway, after we have C-Log 2 and 3, we also are going to be getting in the same exact dual card slots. We have CF Express, and then SD version 2 will be on there. We do get weather sealing and also active cooling. Is something that's very questioned right now. There's a guy on YouTube that makes a lot of videos about the cameras in general. I'll make sure to tag him down here or put him somewhere on the screen, most likely. We don't know if this is going to be passive cooling or active cooling, which I've heard both. So we just have to wait for the 13th of May to come around to figure out literally what exactly are we going to get. I'm very curious. Like, this is going to be like probably like the most interesting camera to drop, just because it's like, okay, Canon, you literally just gave us the R6 III, you gave us a C50. What is the R6 V going to be for? You feel me? Like, what exactly, like, why would I buy this if I have the other two options? Like, clearly there has to be a price point difference. Like, the R6 III is $2,700, the C50 is $38.99. So what exactly would be the price point of the R6 V? Because my thing is this: if the R6 V literally is $2,500, which that's been a rumor price, $2,549. If that's the rumor price for it, why wouldn't I just spend an additional $200 to get the R6 V? I mean, the R6 Mark III. That's the question I would have. And also on top of that, same exact features, same exact log format, C-Log 2 and 3. I can shoot 7K raw, shoot open gate, and I have an EV, and I can take pictures. So it's like, you know, what exactly is going to be different? I'm very curious to figure that out. I cannot wait for May the 13th to come around. But yeah, that's all we got for you guys today. I wanted to get a quick video out about the R6 V. It's kind of crazy. It's too much. It really is. But yeah, that's all we got for you guys today. And until next time, you guys, we'll see you guys later. Peace.